Hi and welcome to another episode of Hong Kong Sports Science YouTube channel. I'm Vlad Ixel. I'm a running coach and a trail runner myself. Here with me today, I've got my personal physio that looks after me, make sure that I'm not injured, Joe March.
Yeah, so I'm Joe March. I'm the principal physio of Hong Kong Sports Clinic, and today we're going to be looking at we're continuing to look at the 6 best strength exercises for runners. So we're going to be looking at the core today. Core is very important for running. It's one of the key muscles for running, and there's many reasons for that. So I'll just let Vlad introduce you to the why we need to be looking after the core.
I mean, I see a lot of runners that kind of lose their form, you know, they're kind of running, they're losing their form. That's because they're not strong enough in the abs.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's
one thing. Another thing, a lot of people are overusing their back, you know, so they're kind of overusing their lower back instead of using their core, so they'll push their butt back.
You see that in a lot of ladies that have had babies, the core muscles have been strengthened through the front, so they end up with, they try to get back to running and they end up with really sore backs. So it's so important for those types of people especially. The other thing is, just for people like Vlad, particularly the more elite guys, having a good core allows you to be more efficient when you run, so you waste less energy. So if you don't have a good core, you're going to be putting a lot of rotational force through your trunk as your arms and legs are moving on that. So having a good core allows you to limit that movement and therefore to save energy over lots of kilometers.
Today we're not going to show you progressions, but we're rather going to show you 2 different ab exercises. Obviously the progressions are personal. You know, instead of doing 10 reps, you're going to go to 15, 20, 30. Instead of doing 3 sets, you can go to 5, 10 sets. You know, whatever, as long as you get stronger, you know, you keep increasing that number. The first exercise, I'm going to get onto the ground, explain it basically, and then Joe is going to point out a couple of very important things that are going to make the difference in doing this exercise correctly. So I'm going to have my left foot up and my right hand, so it's opposite leg to opposite hand. And I'm going to go straight up.
So Vlad's going nice and slow and controlled.
Making sure that my legs are not touching the ground. So a lot of people cheat by doing this.
Yeah, that's just sloppy, not using your muscles.
So we want to make sure that those legs are staying up, you know, really working the core.
So Vlad's also got a nice flat back, so he's not arching too much through his lower back. And the way he's probably controlling that is he's thinking about bringing his pubic bone towards his rib cage a little bit. So that'll turn on those core muscles a little bit more. The other thing Vlad's trying to do is lift his chest, so his upper chest, so he's keeping the lower back flat and lifting the upper chest a little bit. And that works some of the back muscles, which you're going to need in running to stop you from slumping also.
So that was our first exercise. Again, as we said, you know, take your time. Start with 3 sets of 10, twice a week. Build that strength in your core, and then you can build up to those numbers.
The other thing that you should probably do after doing something like this is just to stretch your abs out a little bit, a back bend or some sort of. I'll let Vlad show you. Yep.
So a basic back bend. I'm going to have my hands on my lower back, look back.
Yeah. And making sure he's lifting his chest forward and up, basically. So he's lifting his heart towards the sky. That's stretching out his abs. You might hold that for 30 seconds or whatever you feel comfortable. If you're getting a sore back, be really careful. Maybe consult someone to show you how to, maybe a yoga teacher to show you how to do that properly.
If you haven't done that before, maybe hold it for about 10 seconds, you know, kind of again, build up to that.
Yeah.
Second exercise is an exercise that Joe introduced me to a few weeks ago. And I think it's a full kind of a workout where I'm actually getting a lot of core strength here and my lower back is coming into play. But my core is there to balance it, that I don't overdo it with my core.
Yeah, exactly. And it's something you might have seen before, but there's a slight variation which will allow the abs not to get shortened, but still allow them to be strengthened. So I'll get Vlad to go down. He can show you the exercise to begin with. Yeah. So just keep your chin in a little bit more. Don't stick up too much, but it's all about, so you're bringing your body weight forward a little bit, so your chest is kind of over your hands, and then you're thinking about lifting your chest towards the sky, but don't look up too much, just because you'll hurt your neck. And just don't drop through here either. Okay, and then from there, it's the same exercise as you might have seen. So he's bringing his knee towards his elbow, but as he does that, he's trying not to round his back too much. He's trying to lift his chest as the knee comes in. Yeah, that's better. If he was to do it incorrectly, it would look more like, so you're not really using your core there, you're using your hip flexors, you're going to tighten up your quads. It's not great, but trying to hold that chest up as you bring the knee in really gets your core in. So to progress that, we're just doing more reps, but we're going nice and slow. We're not moving too quickly through that because it is quite challenging. You'll see at home.
So the difference between the first exercise and the second exercise is that the first one I can probably do about 3 sets of 100. With this one here, I've done about 8 or 9, and I'm struggling already. I can really feel my core working here, and as long as you do it correctly, you'll get a really, really good workout out of it.
Yeah.
So again, take your time, you know, build up slowly. Start with 3 sets of 10, build up to 3 sets of 50, 3 sets of 80, whatever.
Just focus on your technique.
Yeah, that's right. Make sure if you didn't get the technique right, you're not feeling it in your abs, rewatch this video, you know, slow it down. You can pause some stuff, rewind, watch it again. We still got a lot more videos to keep you going strong, racing strong, and the main focus here is injury free. We want all of you to be running happy and being happy with your running. We'll see you in the next video.
See you next time.